Hey everyone. All right, I thought we might do a longer meditation this morning. So, what I'd like you to do, if you're going to try this one, is find a spot where you can feel comfortable. It doesn't have to be lying down, but if you'd like to, that's fine. You might just want to find a comfy chair. And we're going to spend probably about 10 minutes just enjoying a little meditation. And this is one that I use whenever someone says to me, "Oh, I've tried to meditate and it doesn't work. I can't do it." Because I tend to find that if we let go of all the rules of meditation and feel like there's all these things that have to be done and just kind of go with it, just make it simple, it tends to work pretty well. So again, I'll be really keen to hear some feedback. So hopefully you found a spot to sit or to lie. And you can either have your eyes closed or leave them open, whichever, it doesn't matter. But what I want you to do to begin with is just start to focus on sounds that you can notice that are a little bit further away, maybe outside the room or outside your house. And just notice whatever you can hear outside. I'm listening. In my house, I can hear cicadas. I can hear some noises from my next door neighbour's home. I can hear the sound of some birds outside. Car in the distance. And I just want you to let your mind wander, look for those sounds, search. Then after you've found it and noticed what it is, because we don't need to do anything with it, we're just noticing, let it go. Start to search for that next sound. Just drifting, noticing, observing, moving on. And then just bring your focus a little bit closer. You're letting go of those sounds from further away and noticing sounds closer to you. In my house, I can hear creaking of the walls as the house is warming up. I can hear the sound of my washing machine from the load of washing I just put on. I'm still aware of sounds further in the distance, but I'm choosing to just kind of let them go and really seek to focus on the sounds closer to me. My house is quiet, so I'm having to concentrate pretty hard. But just drifting, noticing, and with each new sound, just almost treat it like an object that you're curious about, that you're going to pick up and look at, examine, and then pop back down again. This next bit's really important because if you start to feel a bit distracted by maybe how you're feeling or maybe some thoughts that come through your mind, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Because as soon as you've noticed that that's happened, you can just let go of those thoughts or feelings. just like we let go of those sounds from further away and go back, redirect ourselves back to the focus on what we're observing in our environment. Likewise, if we have any physical sensations that make us uncomfortable, my neck's a bit tight, so I'm just going to attend to that. And then bring myself back, adjust my position, just like you can, and then bring it back, come back to noticing whatever's around you right now. And now what we're going to do is bring the focus closer again, right inside into our own body. We're not trying to control anything. We're still just noticing, drifting, observing, paying attention, and then letting go of whatever it is we've noticed and moving on. And as you observe your own body, you might notice any points of pain or discomfort. I just noticed where my legs were crossed, it was making my hip sore. So I uncrossed my legs, and now I can notice that that sensation that was pain has changed. Maybe you'll notice that you feel a little bit hungry. Again, just notice it. Just notice the sensation of your breath. Not controlling it, not trying to do anything to it, just being aware of it. Aware of your own pulse. And again, if something from outside seems to intrude, it's okay. Just be aware and then let it go. And if your thoughts start to interrupt you, if you start to think about something that's happened before, something that's coming later today, just allow yourself to come back and focus on what you're doing right now. Let's spend a few minutes just really focusing, really examining the breath. Again, we're not trying to change it. We're not trying to do anything to it. We're just noticing it. Maybe breathing in through your nose. Noticing the coolness of the air as you breathe it in. Feeling as that inhaled air travels down your airways, into your lungs. Feel your lungs expanding like a couple of balloons. And as you do, you might notice that the sensation of your clothes on your skin changes, where your clothes feel a bit tighter because your chest is expanded. Feel the movement of your ribs expanding. Notice the sensation of your diaphragm moving gently, allowing those lungs to inflate. And then becoming aware of the exhalation. Feeling your lungs emptying again as the air is pushed out. Feeling that warm air. It's finished its job, oxygenating your blood. Your body breathes it back out again. Back up through your airways and out through your nose or your mouth. Just noticing that gentle repeating breath. And some people get so worried about the thoughts that might interrupt them when they're relaxing that becomes a distraction in itself. But maybe if you can imagine that your brain is like a old Queenslander. And it's one of those old Queenslanders which has the front door and a long corridor going to the back door, and bedrooms coming off each side. If we get worried about the leaves that might blow in the front door, we're going to busily try to stop that front door. We're going to block it. And if a leaf gets in, it's going to feel so upsetting, like we have to go and get it and push it out and shut the door again before another leaf comes in. But maybe instead of worrying about that happening, we could just leave the front door open, leave the back door open, and if a leaf comes in, it's just going to flow all the way through and out the back door. It'll be there, we'll notice it, we'll see it, but then we can let it go again. We don't have to desperately try to block it. Just let it come in, let it go again, and that's all we need to do. Now, just in the last moments of this, maybe have a little bit of a look through your body. Notice if there's any points where it feels like it's really tense, that you've been perhaps holding tension. Maybe it's in your muscles, maybe in your neck, maybe your face, holding it around your eyes or in your jaws. And with the next exhalation, just try to breathe through that point where we might have been holding all that tension. And just try to let it go a little bit. Just letting the muscles relax. Noticing that as you do so, you're probably aware that your body just sinks down a bit more heavily, soft and relaxed. And just notice how it feels to have taken just a few minutes to sit, let yourself be quiet, take a little bit of care, let yourself feel good. And remember that meditation is something that starts to feel a bit easier when you do it a bit more often. So trying to practice this fairly regularly, every day if you can, giving yourself just this little bit of time to relax, let go, feel good. Bring that forward into the rest of your day. Before you get up, just let your eyes open softly, slowly. Give your fingers and toes a little bit of a wriggle. Get the circulation back. Have a bit of a stretch. Take it slow. Have a great day. See ya.